so we're going to do a reading, obviously, on how each of you is seeing the connection, okay? So we're going to do 2 spreads. One, we're going to focus on you first. That way you know for sure if this is your reading or not. And then we'll go to your person's, and then we'll get messages, advice, all the good stuff, okay? So 3 piles to choose from. The first pile here is the Tarot Da Luz, and I'm not going to pick them up because it took me forever to get these stones to stay in the right place. So the first one, see, this is actually rose quartz here, and you can kind of tell more. So I used it the other day, and it's so white, but next to the pink, you can kind of tell the light pink color that's there. And then pile 2 is the Spellcasters tarot, and this is a piece of halite. And then pile 3 is the Dreamkeeps tarot, and then this is a piece of clear quartz. And also, I apologize about my band-aid here. I have a paper cut, or a cardboard cut, that I did to myself twice in a row. My son picked this band-aid out, and bless his heart, I'm not going to tell him no, I can't have the colored band-aid. So I know it's kind of awkward, but it is what it is. So 3 piles here, guys. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Timestamps are down below, and I'll see your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the Tarot Da Luz and this piece of rose quartz, this is going to be reading. I have some light energy oracles here that we're going to use to get an overall look at how you are feeling towards your person, your current, like, roundabout energy. That's what I want to call it. And we're going to get tarot first, kind of get everything out. So set this somewhere. Choices. I don't know where to set it. Okay. All right. So, pile 1. How are you currently feeling about your person? So it helps, in order to make sure someone else doesn't come through in the reading, really kind of be focusing your energy on your person that you want to know about. Kind of just be thinking about them. You can say their name out loud if you want. Or in your head. If somebody's around you, that might be kind of weird, huh? How is pile 1 thinking about the connection with their person? Spirit, how is pile 1 thinking about the connection with their person? We have the World. The Tower. Well... How's pile 1 thinking about the connection with their person? We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 10 of Pentacles. And the King of Swords. Wow. Well, guys, these are some pretty tough energies. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like what I want to say right off the bat. Obviously, you have a king and queen here that are both in opposing energies. Okay, not just only opposing in what they're valuing of the connection, but also of they're both in not such a great energy. They're both being very reserved, very held back. So if you're not in any kind of, if you're in a close, good connection, I don't think that this is your reading. I think there's a lesson here that you've been awoken to here. With the World and the Tower next to one another, it's an ending, but it's learning your lesson when it comes to an awakening of why things ended. I think you're starting to come into a lot of realizations about this connection and this person. I do feel like that you are giving to this person at this time. We have Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius energies here, by the way. I think that you're seeing this connection as something that has brought a lot of abundance to yourself and how you see yourself, how you're recognizing your worth, your value. I think that that's the lesson that you're focused on at this time. And that's what you're kind of awakening to here. That's what you're kind of having this realization about. You're possibly seeing this person in a way of understanding things about them that you perhaps just didn't see before. This could be, you may feel like this person has been very dishonest with you in different kinds of ways of that. Dishonest about how they feel about the connection, dishonest about just different areas of their life. You're not seeing this person in the best way. You still have this idea around being unsure about how things will work in the future. I think that this person's also someone that maybe has their eye on you, but you're in this state of, with this connection, you're in this state of really not focusing so much on really the abundance that you felt with this person, it's like you're putting all that to the side and you're more focused on the awareness that you now have with this person. So tell me about the world. Yeah, the Three of Swords. And I didn't mention it in the beginning. You're closing out a healing cycle here. It has to do with this connection. And this is the way that you're seeing this. But in the beginning, you know, y'all did pick the rose quartz, which is the, you know, it's the quartz that will help you when it comes to healing heartbreak. And so I'm not surprised to see the Three of Swords here. I think that you're closing out a cycle of pain, of separation. I think that this is an ending here. And this is a very abrupt an ending. You have the World with the Tower and the Three of Swords that are surrounding it. I mean, this is pain, betrayal, separation. I mean, there's a lot of chaotic energy that's here. Maybe connection is something that you never thought was gonna end in the way that it has, or even be a part of your life in the way that it has. When you think about this connection, it may have been something that you're realizing had such an impact on you, you know, with that Tower being there. And an impact on your worth and an impact on your value, especially when it comes to the disconnection that you feel with this person. That's where all the learning goes into, of the connection itself. Why is the Tower here? The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're I think in this right now, currently, having a lot of epiphany moments when it comes to the balance that was in this connection, the equal give and take, because the Three of Pentacles is here with the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is the giver. She is the generous one. Every other queen gives in their own ways, but the Queen of Pentacles is actually the tangible giver. She actually has something tangible to give. It doesn't have to do with emotions so much as like the other queens do. It doesn't have to do with the thoughts like the Queen of Swords. It doesn't have to do with the emotions like the Queen of Cups, or the fiery nature of the Queen of Wands, the passion, the drive, you know, the inspiration that comes from her. This right here is having to do with something tangible, like giving your time, giving your energy, giving even maybe tangible things, gifts, you know, anything that you could give to this person. It's like you were there for this person in that way, and you're recognizing the imbalance that kind of went into that. That's the Tower moment. That's the awakening. That's the awareness that you're coming into in this connection. Looks like you're figuring this out. So you're closed off here. So why is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? This is what has, you have the Two of Wands in reverse. This is something that you didn't see before. And I think there's kind of a fear here in a way that follows this Three of Wands, because it's a card of being afraid of making that decision. And you could have been in this connection, you could have been someone that was afraid to not give to this person in fear of losing this person. And that's a new understanding that you're seeing in this connection about that is about really yourself that you didn't see before. It's a fear of abandonment is what it is. You continue to give to someone even though you know you don't feel right about it in a way, because you don't feel like it's balanced there, but you do it because you don't want to lose that person. It's like not speaking your truth because you don't want the other person to get upset with you. If you hurt their ego in any kind of way, they could separate from you. They could pull themselves away from you. And that's not what you want because you don't want to be abandoned by that person. But you're not looking after yourself. And I think this is what you're figuring out. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? 2 cards wanted to come out. The Four of Wands in reverse. So there's that lack of harmony, that separation with the Ten of Swords. That's very powerful. Very powerful. This is very straightforward. It's like you're holding on to your stability of what you have, even though you have this lack of peace, that this ending is here, this Ten of Swords. Also, you know, this brings into that balance thing again. The union that you had with this person was not balanced. What you saw as being that Ten of Pentacles with the Queen, having her Ten of Pentacles there, there's some sort of betrayal or dishonesty or pain. I mean, the Ten of Swords is a painful card. It's a painful ending that takes place. So when you look at the value of what you got from the connection, it's connected to this pain in a way, right? That brings out that disharmony in your life. So it's like, it's basically like saying, I wish this wouldn't have ended in this way, because I still feel like there is this Ten of Pentacles that's here. You could have had a family with this person. Or that could be a part of this, you know, this value that you still have here, this stability that's still here. There's some kind of something that you have with this person that is still something that's grounded, that's long-term, or that's you'll always be connected to, with the Ten of Pentacles being there. So why is the King of Swords here in reverse? Why is the King of Swords here in reverse? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, this is a card of freedom, releasing something. This is someone that you've held on to for a long time. And you feel like this person is, they may have always had their guard up, always had a wall up with you. But I mean, guys, I feel like in this, as far as this connection goes and the way you're seeing it, you're breaking yourself free from this. And I think this is representing you as well, you know, not being honest with yourself about what you need to do in this situation. And it's to really break yourself free, to do what's best for you. But there is this middle energy of being afraid of the future. Being afraid of the future. And there is a thought here, if you're not in communication with this person, with this King of Swords in reverse, this is something that this is one of your fears. The Ten of Swords will always bring this disharmony because you have something that's stable here with this person if you are still connected. But for others of you, this has to do with you just seeing the value that was there. It could have been a valuable connection. It could have been a valuable relationship for you, beneficial. You know, you saw it like that. I think that you don't think that this other person saw it like that. And there's a fear attached to these things. There is still this fear here though, guys. I'm going to be honest. I don't think you're being quite honest with yourself about this needing to free yourself from this. And I think it ties into that abandonment wound that's still there. Being afraid to not communicate, being afraid to be honest to this person in any kind of way because you're afraid of losing this person. But I think you may also feel like this person's released you. Anyways, like I don't think that you think that this person is, looking towards you in any kind of way or wanting anything here with you. And you may actually feel like they're very closed off, and they're very, even could be angry, because the King of Swords in reverse is a very, you just don't want to mess with that guy. He knows everything. He's kind of arrogant about it. He's kind of set in his ways about what he believes in, the way he sees things, right? Because he's the one of the logical mindset. The logical way of thinking about things. There's no really emotion that goes into that. Besides being frustrated, Bottom of the deck energy. The Five of Swords. Yeah, look at that. The Eight of Wands is trying to show itself at the bottom, which is that frustration I was talking about, but it wasn't in reverse. And the King of Cups in reverse. See, here's the thing. The King of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Whatever communications transpired here, with this King of Swords in reverse, which is, again, you see how the swords are in reverse? Besides the Ace of Swords, which is the Tower attached to the Tower, and you have the Lovers in reverse under that. You have this clear way of thinking now about this connection and what it actually is. And you have this, there may have been some really cutthroat communication between the two of you, where you still, you have the King of Cups in reverse now, so you could feel like this person manipulated you emotionally or took advantage of how you felt about them. There's still this Five of Swords here. This is painful. This is conflict. This is someone getting away with something. And I think that you kind of feel that way. I think that the two of you perhaps were in this connection for very different reasons, with this being here and this. And I think that you didn't see that as much before as you do now, but maybe this person's even kind of straightforward told you things that you may have brushed aside because of the love that you have for this person. But now you're having to wake up to it. And I think, part of this conflict is internal for you. How you feel about them. You're still conflicted of those emotions that are still there, that you're trying to, not see, but they're still there. Okay, so what is Pile One's overall energy for Pile One's personals? Pile One's. Look at this. Thought vibrations. It's number 23, which is 5. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to pause just for 1 second. Okay, so sorry. I had to let my dogs in. They kept scratching at the door. Okay, so your overall energy here. Thought vibrations, number 23, so the 5. Talking about this conflict here. You have this 5 over here as well. Resonant choices and signature signals. So there's like this, this loud and clear. This conflict has brought this awakening in. And now you're seeing things, you're hearing things loud and clear internally. Your thoughts are vibrating in a way of where you're understanding and seeing things that you did not see before, that you did not understand before, especially right here in the middle. Because I think that you're now seeing your value and how you were giving to this connection where the other person wasn't seeing it the same way, or at least this is the way you feel. And there is a fear of the unknown that still kind of lays on you here with this person and moving forward. Because there's so many unknown things that tie into that, right? You don't know what's going to happen in the future, and you know, you still have those emotions that are there, obviously, because I mean, how cool is it that this unicorn, this Three of Swords, which is that pain, that separation, that heartbreak, is staring right at this Five of Swords. I think that you feel like this person got away with hurting you. I think that you feel like they got what they wanted from you, and then they kind of just left, right? It closed in pain. So what would you say to this person? You're too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. This is the way that I think that you feel about yourself towards this person, though. I think that you were very patient and kind towards this person, and I think they kind of messed with your head a little bit. Or this is how you feel, right? I am the man. Yeah, this is how you feel about this person. So you may feel like this person is very arrogant. You may feel like they have a big ego. I long for your kiss. I think that you feel this person took advantage of how you felt about them. That was like your weakness, is how you felt about them. I can't promise you anything. Yeah, and this person could have constantly told you that they couldn't promise you things, like they couldn't promise you to spend time with you, to give to you, to, like, you felt like you were always on their terms or no terms. How do you feel towards this person? I can't let go of you. And that's it, though. You're struggling with the way that you saw this person and how this pain, how hurtful it is because of that. You're having a hard time letting go of the pain that you feel. And the feelings that you do still have for this person, and the mindset around that, and how crazy that is, that you still actually love and care about this person, but yet you still have some animosity towards them in a way, because you're still just now understanding these things in a different way that you didn't see before. I can't take it anymore. Yeah. And it's right on top of that Six of Pentacles, and this is what you're telling yourself. I can't take this not being an equal relationship anymore. It hurts too much. It's too painful, and it's not good for you. And this is this realization. Why can't I move on from you? Yeah, that's that fear there, guys. That's that abandonment thing. That's why. How could you ever forgive the mess that I've made? This is part of this Ten of Swords that's popping out right here to me. You think about, how can I get this, how can this connection ever come back together? You know, how can there ever be, how's it going to look if I move forward? Especially if you have that Ten of Pentacles with this person, if you have family, or if you're a friend, or if you're just associated with this person in some kind of way in your life. How's that going to work? What's that going to look like? You know, now you feel like everything's kind of a mess. So that is another fear that goes into this. And what is the truth is the bottom of the deck with this love is crazy. I think that you felt like your emotions kind of just went away with themselves with this person. Okay. So now let's take a look at this person's energy. So if that sounds like you, if that resonates with you, then you'll know if this is your reading for sure, right? Gosh, guys, lately I'm finding my readings. When I start doing my readings, then my throat starts to try to seize up on me. This person, and you're seeing this person, is very closed off. So maybe they may have a very closed off energy as well. it may not just be with you, maybe for lots of other things in this person's life, right? Other people in this person's life. They just may have a closed off energy. One more quick shuffle. So how is this person feeling towards you in this connection? Your person, pile 1, how do they feel towards this connection? Seven of Swords in reverse. Wow. Yeah, I wanted to pick that one up. I'm going to do it. The Lovers in reverse. No wonder I wanted to pick that up. How is this person feeling about the connection with pile 1? Their person. The Three of Swords. The Eight of Wands. Remember when this Eight of Wands tried to come out earlier? The World in reverse. Gemini energies here. Seven of Swords in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. All the fixed signs. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. What is the Lovers in reverse? The Seven of Cups. This person feels like you've moved on from them. This person feels like you've moved on from them. And guys, this person's hurt too. Okay, well these just turned over. I guess I'm going to take them in order. Because you have the King of Swords with the Three of Cups in reverse. And the Queen of Cups. Let me tell you something. This person came up as the King of Swords on your side. Aquarius energy, by the way. You also have Cancer energy here with the Queen of Cups, which is how they're seeing you. And I think this person doesn't feel like that this is over. I'm gonna be honest. I think that this person feels like there's a lack of closure here. There's this disconnect. I almost feel like this person wants to close the gap here with you, but I think that there's a lot of pain here, and there may also be someone else, or this person could have chose someone else, and that's something that may have not worked out. That will resonate for everybody, but if you have an inkling of that, you know. Because I'm seeing a lot of threes. And the Three of Cups in reverse being here with the Three of Swords. And then you have these three swords on each side. Okay, so here's the deal. This energy is very different from the way you're seeing it. I mean, I think that you're right in a lot of ways, though. But I think that this person's also... You know, they're looking at, okay, I want to start right here in this connecting energy, or your main energy here for this person, how they're seeing the connection. They feel hurt. They feel pain. They're thinking about this, though, with the King of Swords. This is a logical way of looking at things. They're looking at this pain logically, but they're trying to make sense of it. Why is the separation here? Why did this happen? Why do I feel this way? This person is full of whys. I think that they're trying to figure out what's going on here. I honestly feel like the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I think that this person may have been trying to be strategic in this connection and it didn't play out in their favor. I think that they're seeing the connection as a lost opportunity in a way of it should have been something that was fortunate, the connection. It should have been something that was a fortunate thing to have in your life, something that brought you some fortunate experience, or the fortunate, just the connection being something that's valuable to you. And the Seven of Swords in reverse is saying, I think that this person didn't value the connection, and I think that they're kind of realizing that now that the Three of Swords is taking place and the disconnections here. This person also can be seeing you with other options, but they themselves have also had other options. They may look at this connection as simply that, you know, this was just an option, but not something that was stable or long-term. They definitely do feel this disconnect. You notice this unicorn on this side, you're looking at the conflict. This unicorn's looking at the Lovers in reverse. I don't think that this person was completely honest with you about how they felt. I think they may feel like you're very closed off from them, separated from them at this time, pulling your energy back from them at this time. And I think that they're wondering about communication. Because the Eight of Wands is here, and that is the card of fast communication. And what's surrounding that is the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups in reverse, in the world. Now, these two being in reverse tells me two things. The separation is not over. The connection is not over. The disconnect. Just because there's a separation, that doesn't mean that things are done. This is the way that this person's seeing it. And I think that there's an idea around communication here, but feeling like you're closed off to them. There's love here, guys. This person cares about you. They see you as this Queen of Cups energy. This is what they don't want to lose as well, though. They don't want to lose this Queen of Cups. You don't want to lose the Queen of Cups. You know, that's such a loving energy to have, a supportive, loving energy to have. When the world's in reverse, it's like you don't want that to end. You don't want that part to end. But there's acknowledgement that there was pain caused here. And I think that this person may be looking at other options in this connection as far as what other options that they have, but they still feel this separation from you. They still miss this energy here. I think that most of all, this person misses the supportive, like the bond that was here, the friendship that you gave. The Three of Cups is that card of friendship. You know, it's that card of coming together, reuniting, coming together, celebration, having a good time, having supportive energies around you. In reverse, it's like you miss that. And look at the way he's looking at it. And the Queen of Cups has her cup of love above water, but her eyes are closed. You know, and you have the vault down here where her heart is. And these are both that supportive, loving energy. So this is how your person saw this connection, or seeing this connection, and this is what they're missing of it. I think that your person also knows that. I want to get one more for this though, because before I go on to the next, tell me, can you give me some more for the Seven of Swords in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, please? Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they fell off their horse a little bit, right? Their ego took a little bit of a hit. I think they're recognizing this. You know, I think, you know when you feel like your ego kind of gets the best of you and then you mess things up? And you're like, gosh, dang it. You know, it's almost like afterwards you realize what you've done. It's weird because it's almost like your ego takes over. Like you can't even control it. It's coming from like a completely different place. Some people don't recognize it as much if you're too far in that ego state, especially if you're a King of Swords kind of energy where you're constantly in your logical head. The Queen of Cups is very, very opposite of that. Because she lives in her emotional space. So it's a different kind of ego, right? I think that this person, they may have seen themselves in this connection as, a force to be reckoned with. You may have also made them feel this way as well. You may have, really boosted this person's ego in a way. But it's not because you were doing it just to boost their ego. You just really cared about this person. You really saw this person in that light, even if they didn't see it. And I think that they're waking up to this. It's like they deceived themselves from something good. They fooled themselves out of having something good. Whether that was, there's an energy here though, them feeling like needing or having to move forward, needing to choose something else. Can I have one more for the Seven of Cups? The Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's a different energy here with fire sign here. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. This person, I feel like for most of you guys, chose someone else. And they still have this energy where they're still missing you. And it's so funny too because she is looking at the king. But the king's looking at the Queen of Cups, and she knows it. She knows that. She knows that there's pain here because of that. For some of you, there's a third party that knows about this connection here with you and the disconnect that's here. Something else, and this isn't going to resonate for everybody, but I have to say what I'm feeling here. There could be a pregnancy here. I feel like you would know about it. You would already be like, that's my clarification that I was looking for. You know what I mean? Don't try to be paranoid or fit that in if it doesn't fit for you. Can I have one more about the Queen of Wands, please? The Six of Pentacles. So this person felt like there was more balance with this person here. They could have more of a balanced connection or relationship there. And there was a lot of, this person could have been giving a lot to this, to your person here. And what they needed, giving them what they needed at the time. That being a fire sign, it could have started in a very fiery, kind of passionate relationship. Or they kind of went towards this person because of that. They were kind of called in because of that. This is kind of like a karmic situation that I feel like this person needed to go through. What happened here with this Queen of Wands? The Empress. Guys, I have to say that for some of you, that there's a pregnancy here. That's the Empress. She's normally pregnant in that card, and you have all these eggs on this card, and I'm just feeling it. Or if not that, And this is going to be painful, so take a deep breath. I'm sorry, I have to say what I'm seeing here. If it's not that, then it's that this person wanted that. They wanted to have a family, or they wanted to have someone that they could have a child with, and maybe in your case you couldn't provide that to them. Where is that connection now? The Hermit. I think that this person's, if they're still involved with this other person, especially obviously if there's a pregnancy there, they're closed off in this connection. I don't think that they're very, like, they're not in that connection 100%. The Devil in reverse. For some of you, they're trying to get out of this connection, or they have already. For some of you, they're trying to release themselves from this. And they're thinking about how they're going to release themselves from this. For others of you, they already have. And I think that there was some big lessons behind that. This person, in some way, shape, or form, now without that scenario, pregnancy, child, and all that kind of stuff, if that's not your story, you know, this person in whatever way has, because of this connection, this third party connection, they've kind of realized their own toxicities here. And this is this truth with the Hermit that they're seeing. And in some way that's kind of tied to you and how they're recognizing the amount of there being that imbalance that was there. So this third party could have not been giving to them in the same kind of way. It wasn't satisfying to them. What they could offer was not what you offered, and that's what they miss. This person may have offered a lot of, you know, I mean, I'm just going to be honest, because we have the Devil here as well with the Queen of Wands. They could have offered a lot of intimacy, a lot of sex, a lot of, you know, that kind of lustfulness that's there. And then now they're kind of realizing that's not exactly what they want, though, because they miss this more nurturing and loving energy that you were offering to this person. For those of you that there is no third party here, it's like that they are seeing this, that's how they're seeing this connection with you, is that that's what, I mean, if this is a third party, this person's doing to this person what they did to you, and they're seeing it. If this isn't, it's just that now they're looking back on this connection and they're realizing the imbalance that was there. And how they were seeing this connection, how maybe there was an unfairness that was involved in that. Okay. Whew. That took a long time for me to get all that out, and now the reading's longer. And the Tower in reverse as well. This person does want to, I feel like they want to put this, the Tower in reverse is like, let's put the pieces back together. Let's rebuild the tower. You know, but there's change that's there. It's not the same. And Four of Wands is under that. Yeah, and the Ten of Cups is under that, guys. With the Six of Swords. This person wants to, I think they want to just put things back together. Let's see what they would say to you. What would this person say to pile one if they could say anything? It hurts much. If you've went to someone else too, or if they know that you're, you know, dating someone else or dating others. I mean, this person knows that really, it's just like they know why you're doing that. They know that you deserve that. I mean, they know that, I mean, there's justice here, right? Even though we don't see it on the table, it's just like that's what the way that they feel. What would this, okay, my goodness. I can't stop thinking about you. They could, if this is third party, it's like getting in that connection and then not being able to stop thinking about you the whole time. It's really kind of pissing them off. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of is irritating, right? Because it's not where they want to be. We have drugs and alcohol, so this person could be coping with those feelings, that three on top of that Three of Swords there. I wish I could understand you. And why do I deserve someone like you? This has opened up a lot of insecurities in this person about how they're seeing themselves, but I don't think that they're actually putting those dots together. I can't make you happy. Yeah, I think this is frustrating because I think that this person looks at this relationship like, I can't provide for you in the way that you need or you deserve or you want, and you can't for me either, and so we can't make each other happy here. So why is it that I can't stop thinking about you, though? That's frustrating. If the connection, because it's on top of that, you know, that Lover's in reverse, it's the two of you not being in the same place, being on very different pages, not having the same values or same vision of what you want with the relationship, or even where you are in your life, you know, whatever that looks like for you guys. Knowing that that's there, so why can't I just drop it and move on? Why are those feelings still lingering? What's that about? You know, and this person has wounds there that they need to heal, and that's what you're addressing in them. But they're not, I don't know if they're quite seeing it yet. They're still trying to hold their tower together, right? The disharmonies behind that they feel from the disconnection. And being unsatisfied with where they are right now emotionally. I don't know who I am anymore. With drugs and alcohol on top of that, guys, this person's not in a great place. And look at this. Sex with you. I think that this person feels like if you've been intimate with this person, I think that on top of that, Queen of Cups, I think that they feel like it was different with you, but they didn't see that until after the fact, especially if it's those of you that they have a third party here. I think this person's very frustrated about not being able to gain control of their emotions, of how they feel. I don't think they lack that. It's like having a heart awakening, but not being open. I don't like that. You know, I don't like the emotions that's coming up. Will this change? And you have that Tower in reverse. We just talked about that. It's like they want these feelings to go away. I'm not going to lie. They want these feelings to go away. They don't like feeling the way that they do about you. They don't like thinking about you. They don't like feeling for you. And I know this may be super triggering, but I hope that y'all understand what I'm saying. It's because they do. They don't want to. Because they don't feel like there's I feel like for most of you, they don't feel like this is, you can't give each other what it is that you need or want. So then what's the point of having that there, right? What do you see in me? Yeah, that's what I just said. It's like this person doesn't understand, like I can't make you happy. I can't give you what you deserve. I can't give you what you want. What is it that you see in me? And they could have been very confused about that up until the point of even causing conflict with you, because they felt they didn't know why you were even with them. Like, why are you even wanting anything from me? They may have even felt like you were just using them in some kind of way, because it didn't make sense to them why you would want why you would love them, why you would care about them. See, why do I deserve someone like you? They don't understand that. What's this person's overall energy towards pile one? Pile one's person, what is their overall energy towards pile one? Family tree. Expansion and legacy, number 14. Okay, a couple things from this, guys. First off, that family thing's coming back in, or that tie. So with the family tree being here, the two of you may be connected, you know, eternally connected in some kind of way, through family. For the other thing is, number 14 is Temperance and Tarot, so Sagittarius energy is coming through, which is I see. And I think this person's focused on seeing the realization of how the two of you are intertwined with one another, or how you're connected with one another, how deep their emotions actually run from you, or the attachment that's there because you have the tree. It shows all the roots that are there. Wanting to find balance because of that. You know, that Temperance is about taking what your dream is, or your wish, and then being able to really ground that into something in reality. And you have the tree, so that's there. And plus, also, for those of you that storyline with that third party made sense, you do have his baby in the tree as well. You know, that's something that's there. This person is wanting to evolve in their life in a way, and maybe they don't feel like that the two of you can have that with you, and they're wanting to leave some kind of legacy, with legacy and expansion. They're wanting to expand in some kind of way. I know that storyline's not going to resonate for everybody, but let's get some. We'll get some future energies. Spiritual and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And healing is here. This is a deeper, this connection is deeper than just it being just a love connection or a relationship. There's deeper meaning behind this. Sorry guys, I totally just spaced out. And this just showed up in my hand while I was in there, in that other world I was in. Wisdom here, let the accumulation of your life experiences guide you to make your decision. There's something to do with everything kind of coming together full circle. Something coming back around here. Making peace with this situation, with you, with them, to find harmony, you know. And I do feel like it has to do with maybe the two of you going your separate ways, but still having that connection, intertwining with one another in a peaceful way, in a harmonious way. Something to cherish, you know, with that spiritual and Wheel of Fortune being there. That's what I was thinking about. Future energies for pile one. Family again, guys. This is important. The conflict is resolved. The healing has begun. They're wanting you to think about that. They're wanting you to think about not just your wants and needs in this present moment, but what the future is. What the bigger picture of everything is. For you too as well, guys. And express. Time to have a heart-to-heart conversation. So this is the future of the connection here. If this person has a family, that they're expecting a family, if this is something that they want to express to you, but they may be in the cusp of maybe making that decision. Because there's confusion here still, and transformation and hope and friends and healing and a crossroads. Wouldn't it be great if you could close out this connection in the way of transforming the confusion into a hopeful friendship so that you can heal things in the future? Because there is this tie that's here for whatever reason, whatever that looks like for you guys. This is the Ten of Cups, which your person has. Something that's on their mind. The disharmony around that and needing to rebuild this or put this back together because of that. And this could be just these emotions that they have with you. If you don't have that tie, it's just that idea behind the emotional fulfillment that they feel with you, you know? Needing to offer, you know, needing to express that, needing to sit down and have that heart-to-heart conversation. You know, it's funny we don't think about it, but it's not a head-to-head or a heart-to-head conversation. It's a heart-to-heart conversation. It's about opening yourself up emotionally at how you're feeling about things. That's where the healing begins. Oh my gosh, I gotta start super emotional about that. If we could open our hearts up and not be so guarded and allow that to come through in conversations, just opening your heart up, having compassion for one another and empathy for one another, God, we could get so far in this world. Oh, it just makes me emotional to think about that. Look at that. That's what I just did, guys. Y'all couldn't see it, but that's what I just did. Number 41, so that 5's coming through, and you have 14 and 41 here, so mirrored numbers with this person. You're mirroring one another with this thought or idea of wanting to, you know, gratitude is a life force of peace. What are you thankful for? This is where you need to start in this connection. What is it that you're thankful for here with this person in this connection? Even if that has to do with you understanding things differently about yourself. You have the number 7 here, Chariot energy. Things coming into alignment. Things are not what they seem. You are only trapped by your illusion. What freedom do you seek? The way that you're seeing and thinking about this person isn't exactly in alignment, but I think that it's something that needs to be there, needs to be realized or looked at, because it's making you see yourself in a more valued sense. And I think that that was the point of the conflict to begin with. If you could see it and look at it like that, and then open your heart to seeing that this person is a human being that still has those emotions that are there, this is what I'm seeing here. Now, it's not that case in everything. In some cases, the person is just a complete narcissist and they are set in their ways and they're not going to change. I'm not seeing that here in this connection. I want to be very straightforward about that, because I know that there's a lot of, you know, that goes on in tarot and readings. And there is hope here. There is hope here. To bring things back into an alignment in a much better, graceful way than there was before. And that conflict needed to take place in order for the two of you to see that. For you to see your value and not enable this person in some kind of way of the way they see love and connections. And for them to kind of recognize the way they see love and connections and the feelings behind that. The deeper the feelings behind that. Simplicity. You're teaching this person about love. That's what's going on. The two of you are. They're teaching you about your worth and your value and what you have to offer. And love in yourself. Simplicity. Accept what is. Innocence. And I knew that was going to happen. Sex. I think this person's changing the way that they're seeing sex. I mean, I do. I think that they're changing the way that they see sex and relationships. In a more innocent way. I just saw 41:14 on the timer. Wild. Maybe look that up. 1441 or 4114. Okay, so you have the bee. The bee. Why did I say the bee? Oh, because the bee's right here, maybe. That may be significant for somebody, but the squirrel, which is not a bee, not even close. The squirrel. So there's been some squirrely behavior going on here. Some mischief, whatever. That word, it's not going to come out. There's been some of that here. So we have K, B, E, A, F, K, X. So there's that, crossroads that's sitting there. U, and 8. You also have the Pegasus here. So, opening yourself up to something different or a new idea. And N. Well, fun's here. Having fun, opening yourself up to having fun, which is this, squirrel is like that playful energy as well. Squirrels always feel the need to protect their nuts. Oh my God, I get the weirdest things sometimes. The reason I'm saying that is because we talked about this person wanting to have a legacy, wanting to leave something behind. And, protecting the squirrels, protecting their nuts. It's kind of funny. I mean, right? That's just the message that I got. Oh my gosh. The way that it came out though. Good grief. And you do have bun here, so this person could have a bun in the oven, just saying. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to leave you on that note. And the 8 is about mastering that lesson or learning something. And also that 8 of Wands was on your person's side. So, moving forward, taking action to resolve things maybe. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave you here. Thanks guys for being here. Thanks for all your love and all your support. I hope this helps you guys. I'm sending you some love. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 2, almost said pile 3. Almost said pile 3, I caught it. Okay, so if you chose the Howlite Heart and the Spellcasters Tarot, this is going to be a reading. So guys, the Howlite can help balance your emotions. It can actually bring in compassion and peace. Now, this Howlite, I love this Howlite heart actually, because it has this bruise on it, and I always refer to this as your heart being bruised or having that bruise on your heart. And it's so pretty though. So I'm going to take that into mine in your reading, but we'll put that to the side. So we're just going to get tarot first to take a look at, you have the Ace of Cups here with the 6 of Swords. Okay, so we're going to tap into your energy first so you can know if this is your reading for sure. It will help with that. And the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. It will help with you being able to discern if this is your reading, plus kind of understand maybe some things about how you're feeling that you can't really kind of put the emotions into words. Maybe I can help with that. What in the world? What is going on lately, guys? There we go. I feel like my shuffles lately. Maybe I need to work on them. Maybe I need to do some work on that. Shuffles aren't into act here. Okay. So, look at that. And you got the Lovers too. How are you seeing this connection, pile 2? How are you seeing this connection with your person? How are you seeing this connection with your person? Pile 2. How are you seeing your connection with this person? I have the Page of Wands in reverse. How are you seeing this connection with your person? I have the Five of Wands in reverse. I just heard no news is good news. Whatever that means. That might mean something to you guys. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. How are you feeling about your person in this connection? We have the Four of Cups in reverse. And the Chariot in reverse. There's a lot of blocked energies here about how you're seeing this connection with your person. Cancer energy here with the Chariot. So why is the Page of Wands in reverse? Now there's that Six of Swords again with that Page of Wands. There may be a lack of news in this connection. This Six of Swords is always kind of throwing me off a little because you're not looking at their backs like the normal Six of Swords. You're actually, it looks like it's in reverse. It looks like they're bringing the ship back in, you know? They're bringing it back to shore, but they're not. They're going away. But she even has this box up like she's offering something. Maybe you're waiting for this person to offer you to get good news or bring some kind of message to get to a calmer place, and that hasn't happened with this page being in reverse. Why is the Five of Wands here in reverse? There's obviously been some sort of conflict or disagreement or competition even that you may be seeing in this connection. Jealousy even that may be part of this connection in some way, shape, or form. The two of you not seeing eye to eye. You know, this card is brutal because you have all these individuals that are fighting with each other, and they're all blindfolded, so that's not going to end well. And you have this bee's hive here that one of these is going to end up hitting that, and then the bees are going to be going everywhere. It's going to be a disaster. So maybe there's a lot of misunderstandings that took place, and that's how you're seeing this connection, and that's something that you feel like this person maybe misunderstand the way that you communicated things here, and you wish that could get to a calmer place. And you may also be kind of questioning this other person, and how's this other person seeing this connection? Did they misinterpret the way that I was trying to express myself here, and then it just kind of got out of control? And you don't kind of know what's up from down, you know. You're not really receiving what you thought you would from this person as far as that communication goes. You may feel like this person's kind of closed off to that with this Three of Cups being in reverse. It's definitely that part of that separation. I feel like this is not, kind of like pile 1 in a way. This is a disconnection. You have the not the Three of Swords, but that is about heartbreak and separation. The Three of Cups with the Five of Wands here next to each other. I think that you may have even rejected this person. Cancer energy is coming out again on the Four of Cups. I'm not sure if that can represent Cancer. I'm sure, but the crab that's on his hat here. You may have rejected this person in the past. This King of Wands in reverse, Aries energy, is very self-focused, can be really kind of, I'm on the borderline here of not saying the right thing of how to interpret that. It's just more of an arrogant way of approaching what it is that you want. There you go. And you're seeing this connection, and the cause of the disconnect could be that. It could be this person you feel like may have been in their head a little bit, or you, or both of you with this being here. about what it is that each of you wanted and not being able to really find a understanding or a solid ground about that. You may have wanted to have this friendship or something with this person, and they wanted more than that, and that was something that you know, it was either this way or no way kind of thing. But there's definitely rejection here. Now the Four of Cups in reverse is where you're kind of choosing a calmer situation, you know, and this may have been the case if you chose a calmer situation. Maybe this connection here brought on a lot of outside influences with this Five of Wands. Maybe you couldn't be honest about this connection to others for some of you, and you felt like you kind of needed to pull yourself away to choose your own peace, choose your own happiness here. Why is the Four of Cups here? Yeah, look at that. Exactly. This is the card of her having, you know, peace and harmony in your life. Four of Wands. But this is also, you know, recognizing that you still maybe have this bond with this person. You're still connected here to this person like they are. And you may have made another choice here for some of you with someone else, to connect with someone else, where you felt like there was peace. This is also about like having this realization though, right? I think realizing what you maybe could have had with this person, or just kind of wishing that you could have had that with this person. It could have been more harmonious, more peaceful. But maybe they weren't seeing it that way. If they could see it your way, you know, King of Wands in reverse, then it could have gone differently. You were, in your way, you feel, okay, that you were trying to choose the more calmer, peaceful, not as chaotic route. And I feel like you feel like this was for both of you, not just you here, with these two being here. And this person wasn't seeing it in that way. Now my ear's ringing. I got it. Why is the Seven? I almost said Seven of Swords. Huh. It's like, okay, so the Seven of Swords is a card of, you know, the guy going into the camp, and literally at night when the army's asleep, he goes in there, he steals their swords so that he doesn't have to fight that battle. And I think that this is part of what you were trying to do in this connection that this person wasn't seeing. Why is the Chariot in reverse? Okay, these two wanted to come out. Strength and the King of Swords. So Aquarius energy, Leo energies here. I think that you feel like you were trying to be patient with this person's emotions, or you're trying to be patient with yourself, with your own emotions, trying to also, your strength may be in this logical mind. You know, your strength may be in understanding things and knowing things. You may feel like you were trying to make the wiser choice here, right? And having patience with the situation to make the wiser choice, trying to help this person to gain a more realistic idea emotionally how to move forward. It's like you were trying to move the Chariot into a positive direction, but you didn't have control of the Chariot. You were trying to move this connection into a positive way, but you didn't have control of the emotional part of it. I think this is not only with this person, but with you yourself. I mean, this is like trying to get someone to see your point of view. And even if they're seeing your point of view, you can't change the way that they feel emotionally about it. And I think that you were trying to do that here, to be honest with you. I think that you were trying to change this person's emotions. The King of Swords can't do that. King of Swords can't. Maybe the King of Cups can do that. The King of Swords is not going to be able to control that Chariot. The Chariot is an emotional card. It's Cancer energy. And it's about jumping in your chariot and doing what's the best thing for your highest good in a positive direction of moving, you know, emotionally, like getting in the chariot, and the chariot being those emotions that are developed around you, your security in that, right? How you feel about things, and saying, if this is not a good situation here, I need to get in this, I need to straighten this out, I need to move this in a good place. Now, you can't get someone else to do that for themselves. This is a very like solitary card. You can't get someone else to put themselves in the same alignment that you are seeing things when it comes to their emotions. If you're seeing things so differently here, you're not going to be able to tell that person, don't be upset. I can't stand that. That's the worst, to tell somebody don't be upset. Now who are you? Not you, I'm talking about y'all, but just saying. But who are they to tell you not to be upset about something if your emotions are involved? How and they don't even feel the same way about a situation. They don't know how you feel emotionally. Empathy has to play into that. Compassion. That's why you picked the highlight. Compassion has to be a part of that in order to have understanding and balance there. And it may not be the same for each of you. You know, there's an energy here of each of you needing to allow each other to get in your own chariot and find the security emotionally of how you feel about things, to balance that out, to get control of the reins so that you can move forward. You have to control your own horse here and the direction that you're moving in. And I think that you were trying to control this person's horse and how their emotions went. And I don't think that you could. I think that you tried really hard. You have strength here that's behind this, that's backing this King of Swords up. You may have also felt like you were trying to do what's right. You were trying to get control of everything. And you just couldn't do it with this person. Very interesting. Very interesting. Why is the Four of Wands here? Temperance. There it is again. Trying to, you know, balance your emotions out here. What is it that you want from this person? I mean, well, we see that. You know, there's no emotion, the emotions aren't that great here. There's this, I'm feeling this like need to control that. I can get my emotions in control. Why can't you? This is what I'm feeling. I don't understand the significance of the connection itself and why you feel this way. Maybe this was just a friendship and that's all you wanted it to be. And this person wanted more, and they could be ruining the friendship because of the way you're seeing it, because they wanted more out of this. Tell me about that. Why is the King of Wands in reverse? The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Not being flexible about that. There's no other way here, right? Set in your ways about this is something that's really big here. It has to be this way. Sorry guys, I had to let my dogs in. You may feel like this is just, for some of you may feel like this is your person. It may be, the roles I guess could be switched. Why is the Three of Cups in reverse, though? Maybe this person wanted support from you in some kind of way, emotional support from you in some kind of way. And you couldn't be that. You couldn't give to them in that way. Maybe you had too much on your plate. You had too many things you had to juggle here. You didn't want to. You could feel like in this connection that you kind of maybe even dropped the ball as far as maintaining this friendship with this person in some kind of way. That is something that I'm seeing here as far as a disconnection goes. Give me one more for the Three of Cups in reverse. Actually, give me one for the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. You couldn't commit to this. You couldn't commit to anything with this person. This is something else, though. I think you may be seeing this within yourself in this connection, is that you never worked with this person on anything, on the friendship or the connection. I feel like this is something that you look back on. But this is, I still feel this very heavy energy of we have to do things this way, and that's it. Either it's like this or it's nothing. It's very, I don't know why you're in this energy, of it needing to be this certain kind of way. It could have to do with this, though. Let's look into that. Why is the Five of Wands here in reverse? Actually, why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? The Eight of Wands. It's like the two of you didn't see eye to eye about how to move things forward. And there may have been a little bit of dishonesty there in some way. Misunderstanding of the different ways that how you wanted to move forward. Also, maybe a misunderstanding when it comes to communication. You could have said one thing, this person heard something else, you know. How you see this connection, though, there's no emotions here. Like, I don't feel like there's not emotions here. I think you do have emotions for this person, but they're blocked off. You could carry some wounds on your heart with this being the bruised heart, right? What is the Six of Swords here for you? Getting to a calmer place with this person. What does that look like? Six of Swords energy. Nine of Wands. I mean, it's not one there. There you go. King of Cups. Quickly moving on and getting your emotions back into balance. You may feel very upset here, or you just wish that you could just, emotionally, I feel like you're not great either, because like I said here, I think the Chariot's in reverse for both of you. And you're trying to get on top of that, right, for yourself, just like you are with this other person. You're trying to get on top of those emotions, straighten those emotions out, but you're doing it with this. Why don't you do it with this? You would be able to do that, and this is what you want. This is also what you were hoping for, I think, as well, is you felt like this person would come back in quickly, and it would go back to smooth sailing, but that hasn't happened. You may have even kind of started a conflict here, and that backfired on you, to try to get them to see your point of view, and you felt like it would just be something that would come back together quickly, and that did not happen in the way that you thought it would. Can you give me... This is like when you bring up something in a conversation. It's like you finally bring something up that you want to talk about or something, but it backfires on you in a bad way, because Either you're not ready to discuss it, or you're trying to hash out something that you've been holding on to that the other person is done forgiven. That's always, I feel like, mostly the case. It never fails. That somebody could be dragging something along or holding on to something but not ever expressing it, and then it just comes out, whereas the other person feels blindsided because they feel like you've already forgiven each other for this, and you're still hindering on that. And that's that bruised heart as well, right? You still have a bruise on your heart from something with this person that didn't go well, and it's like you finally communicated that, but it came out very kind of more aggressive. You know, you got upset because you're still upset over that. You didn't fully forgive that situation, something you've been holding on to. Still holding that resentment there, guys. That's what happens when you hold on to a resentment. It doesn't go away. Tell me more about one more page of, okay, thank you. It's just threw it in my lap. So one more, it popped right out. The Ace of Swords. I think that you thought that this would bring clarity, would bring communication, would bring a new understanding here. An opportunity to communicate something here, to get to a calmer place. But you've been waiting for this, and that hasn't happened. And if you're the one that's wanting to do that, then that's something that you're procrastinating here to bring this clarity. You could be just waiting for your emotions to be more in balance before you do. Here's that crab again, even though this is Scorpio energy, by the way. You have the dolphins here as well, representing that bond or that friendship that we kind of saw here. What is the Ace of Swords? Never mind. Six of Cups, the soulmate connection. The truth about the past. Truth about the deep connection that you feel here. It's like saying, I feel this close connection here with you, and I don't want this to get the best of it. Also, give me one more for that Six of Cups. I'm getting off in the deep end over here, guys. Six of Cups. Give me one more for the Six of Cups. Yeah, the Two of Wands. You could be even making plans to relive some experiences with this person. For some of you, you may have had two different options there, and you chose a different connection here. You felt like it was more imbalanced. For some of you, you could have went back to a past situation, and then you try to end things here with this person here. And it didn't go well because you wanted to still have this person in your life, but they didn't want just this friendship that you wanted. You could have went back to someone that you already had emotions for, deep emotions for. Giving the truth about this, you know, so that you can get to a calmer place. But the bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles. That's guarded. I mean, that's that blocked energy we talked about. Being very guarded. Not being satisfied with what it is that you have or where you are. Feeling like you've lost something or there's a lack there. Putting your boundaries up, you know, guarding yourself here. It's like you were trying to have, I mean, For some of you, and this don't resonate for everybody, please don't come at me in the comments, but for some of you, I feel like you're trying to have your cake and eat it too, in a way, and I don't think this person wanted that. So they got upset, and you're like, no, don't get upset. Why are you getting upset? Don't get upset, you know. And that, I mean, I feel like there's an unfairness, because it's just like I said earlier. How do you expect somebody not to get upset over that? You know what I mean? Like, you can't control the other person's emotions and how they feel about you, you know. This might, for some of you, this might not be who you were wanting to hear about. I guess it's what you needed to hear about. I don't know. Let's see what your overall energy towards your person here is. Well, look at you. Good looking guy on this card here. We have a number 41. 41 came out a lot in pile 1, so there may be some, that might be your opposites there in pile 1. But it's the number 5, which is about change, and you have talent guides, spirit mentors, and teachers. So you could be connecting with your spirit guides a lot at this time for some of you. But for others of you, how you're seeing this connection, I think that you see this connection, there's a lot of different aspects to this connection. See all these different things here, all these different talents. I think that you see like this person is being somewhat of a mentor to you in some kind of way, of teaching you, being able to bring out your own abilities of what it is that you have inside of you as far as what your purpose is or what you're driven to do. You may find this person very encouraging to you in your energy, very supportive to you in your talents that you have. You also could see this connection as being somewhat providing a lot of, there's a lot of different aspects to this connection, and that keeps you entertained, you know, in a way. It keeps you coming back for more, you know. I think you feel like that this connection has taught you a lot of different ways of seeing things, different ways of thinking about things. And I think that you may feel even closer to spirit with this connection. Like a better, bigger understanding of things overall. That could be because of a spiritual connection for some of you, but it could also just be because this person's very different from you. And so you get almost to see the world through a completely different point of view. And you may connect with people, and this here, you know, you may connect with people that share the same kind of ideas about things as you. They share the same vision. They share the same, you know, place. You could live in the same place. You could be the same age. You could think about the same things. You could be at the same place in your life or what you want. But this person is in a very different place, and so they're very interesting, right? This connection is very interesting to you, and it keeps you from being bored, you know, like this right here. You know, this 4 of Cups is boredom upright. And I think that you saw this connection with the 4 of Wands as being somewhat of keeping you in balance in ways. Just in the world or internally, right? All right, let's get some cards. Actually, I'm gonna pull some different cards for you guys, so don't tell pile 1. Sorry if that's loud. Okay. This is a mix of all kinds of cards here. It has some shadow cards in it. That's kind of why I want to use it. I think there's some shadow stuff going on here. What would you say to pile? What would you say to pile? What would pile 2 say to their person if they could say anything? Lots. 2 shadow cards came out. Imagine that. I am different now. You did not break me. There's a lot of that arrogant energy coming through here. That, you know, needing to be strong. Needing to put on that tough exterior, right? I think you see yourself as maybe you did things more immaturely in the past, and it's like you want this person to see that you're not that person anymore. You're different. You've grown since then. You've evolved or changed since then. I daydream about a life with you. Yeah, I think that you still think about this person a lot. I think you still miss their energy. Timing just wasn't right for us. It's exactly what I was talking about. Being in different places in your life. What would you... I hide my feelings. Yeah. Called that out here. The Chariot in reverse. Being strength and the King of Swords on top of that. You know, those two are protectors. They're protecting that Chariot being in reverse, about not being able to really control the way you feel about this person. You may even feel like at times you need to kind of detach yourself from this person because of that. Like you don't want to get too emotionally attached here. These cards went all over the place. Your body language says so much. Longing. That's that missing you energy I was talking about. And card. I think this is... I wondered how far this would go. Absolutely. Absolutely. The timing just wasn't right for us. It's like you got into this knowing that it wasn't gonna be long term. It wasn't gonna last. It wasn't gonna go on forever. And like this person, maybe they did. You and I were too young. This is again that energy of I'm different now coming out. It's like you want different things now. You're in a different place than you were, and you're wanting to evolve in a different way than this person, and where they are in their life. And it's like this was a phase for you in a sense that you've moved on past, and now you want something different. Okay, that sounds like you or your person. I'm gonna get the other person's perspective here. Okay. Spiritual lessons. Just wanted to show itself. This person's in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Yeah. Spirit mentors and teachers. I think that you're recognizing that. Okay. And that's what might be part of why you feel different now. You do feel like this person adds that value to your life. You get to see things in a different kind of way, but that can also make things clash too when you're wanting that connection itself in a certain way, and this person's like, no. It's like trying to put someone traditional next to someone that's very spiritual. That's very free, has an open mind about things next to someone traditional. You may be able to teach each other things, and if you're open to that, but you definitely aren't going to have the same vision of what you see in the future for a relationship, right? I have the Three of Cups. Now, I'm not saying the two can't be together. I think that you could if you were open to that. I know a lot of people like that. And they have happy lives together, but actually I know a couple of them, the husband, he's just like, well, God love her, that's just who she is. But it brings excitement to his life, so it's interesting. It's just like the way you're seeing this person, I don't get her, but I love her. It's that kind of thing. Okay. So how is this person seeing this connection currently? For pile 2. How is this person seeing this connection? We're starting with the Chariot. Cancer energy there. Surprised. Their Chariot is upright, I have to say. They're imbalanced here as far as, I guess, their emotions here in this connection and how they're seeing things now. So maybe the separation, if you're apart from this person, has brought, that into balance, maybe what they needed. You have the Four of Swords. Conflict, I feel, is always a good thing. Debate is always a good thing, mentally. Conflict is always a good, in a relationship, I don't do it too far with that. In a relationship, if conflict arises, it means there's an issue that needs to be looked at. And it's not good to go through that, but if you can go through it, if you can mend it, that's how a relationship grows and becomes stronger. Now, if you hold on to resentments of it, and neither one of you are wanting to forgive each other in the situation and yourselves, then that's not good, because like we saw on your side before, then it can come up in a not such a great way. It's like having a disagreement, and then a disagreement that you had or something that happened a year or two or whatever ago is coming back up, and it's like, why are we talking about this again? That kind of thing. But they're important to have those so that you can build the bond of the relationship. If you never had any issues, like if you couldn't, things wouldn't come up if you didn't have something to work with. It's just like saying, I'm so good at doing X, Y, and Z, but you've never had any issues with it. You've never had to really study it or learn more of it or work on it. It's like tarot here with me. I can do tarot, but if I don't continue to study it and learn it and look at it, it will always be the same kind of way of seeing it, right? Boring readings would probably get really boring in that way. I'm always learning new things about these cards, constantly. And in different collective energies as well. So you have that Four of Swords in reverse, which is the reason I'm talking about this, is a misunderstanding when it's in reverse. So this person's seeing this connection as a big, just a misunderstanding. And they misunderstood the connection itself. And the King of Swords is here in reverse. They may feel like you weren't being completely honest in some ways. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, so they do, have this. This person may have everything that they need, but there is a sense of boredom here, a sense of lack that's here. And they may feel, with this connection, there was a sense of, this connection brought some opportunities, brought some beneficial things, but it wasn't the full 10 of Pentacles. And I think that they may be realizing that or seeing that now is where they didn't want to see that before. They also may be looking at you as being a little bit squirrely about your ways, and that's something that they may have been blinded to in the past. Remember, this is from this point of view of your person here, okay? So the Star is Aquarius energy, and we're talking about there being that balance, internal balance, which also came out. No, you had Temperance, didn't you? But that is something that's here, and it talks about there being hope for the future. So I think that this person is in a balanced place of having realistic expectations of the future of this connection here, with the Star being there. Why is the Chariot here? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. I think the two of you are waiting on each other. They're procrastinating in a way of moving forward, to be honest with you. This person may be sitting at a crossroads or being in a position where they have a solid new start or opportunity for that, and they're kind of procrastinating that in order to get their emotions into a good place. The Four of Swords here in reverse, they could also be kind of waiting around for you to see if you're gonna come in with some sort of apology or something here. The Six of Swords. So you both want, to get to somewhere more peaceful. So here's the misunderstanding, and here's it's calming down now. So where this, you may have pulled the rug out from underneath this person's feet, because you may have had another situation that some of you could have went back to a past person or something like this. You may have pulled the rug out from under this person's feet, and that's gonna hurt. You're gonna be a little bit sore about that. And I think this person is, when that happens, you just want to understand. Like, I just want to understand what happened. I just want to understand. You know that movie, what's this coming to mind? That movie Hitch, and he comes out and he's running out, you know, it's when he's in college and that was his first love and it's the whole reason he is who he is anyways. She's with someone else and she didn't even say anything to him about her being with someone else. He's standing there with flowers, you know, and all of a sudden she's out in the car with some guy and he's running over there and he's knocking on the window and he's like, just tell me what I did. Just tell me what I did. And the guy says, you're doing it right now, you know. That attachment that's there, I think this person has felt that in the beginning of, they needed to understand for their own emotional reasons why things were happening in the way that they did, and they may have felt like you were being dishonest a little bit about that. They also you may have made this person feel at fault in some ways, or they at least feel that way, and so they didn't quite understand, you know, why you didn't want their love, you know. And I think that misunderstanding is something that they have sat on for long enough, and they're starting to get to a calmer place with it. Why is the King of Swords here in reverse? 2 cards came out. Yeah, look at that. Basically just kind of what I said in a way. The Nine of Wands with the 8 of Swords here in reverse. I think that they struggled to really understand you here for a long time. And I think that they're getting to a place to where they're not in their head so much about it. I think that they had a hard time seeing clearly the connection and what has transpired here. And they may felt very defensive, like they needed to defend, you know, the way that they saw things or their truth in some kind of way, or defending even themselves. And this is something with this 8 of Swords in reverse, and why this 8 of Swords needed to come out with this. It's because it's showing me that they don't feel like they have to defend their truth or themselves here anymore. It's kind of like letting you have your own way of thinking and not trying to make you see it in their way. Not needing that either is something that's here. You know, like I said, he beating on the window, just tell me what I did. It's like this person's not in their head about it any longer. It's like there's a sense of freedom behind that 8 of Swords in reverse. Taurus energy with that big bull sitting in the background. They may have been very stubborn. I feel like both of you are, to be honest. They may have been very stubborn about not seeing their point of view, you know, that kind of thing, or needing to defend like their side, and it's just that they just don't anymore. They just feel like they don't need to anymore. They're in a calmer place. They're getting out of their head about it. It's like when you go through that period of why that person did that, and feeling angry and feeling like you need to defend, like everything that you've said, they misinterpreted, and all that kind of stuff, that feeling of that. Boy, if I could tell them what I'm really feeling. You know, boy, if I could talk to them right now and get them to just hear me out, you know, that kind of thing is there. And this person, they're getting out of their head about that. They're moving past that. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here in reverse? You see the repetition in numbers here. Now you have the 6. You have, you don't have a 5, but this is talking about that conflict that's transpired. But you do have a 5. I mean, she said you don't have 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, they're making their way out of this mentally. So that 6 of Cups, you had that 6 of Cups. You know, as far as the soulmate goes, they don't feel as if, or they're starting to recognize or see that there was not only a lack in how the two of you saw this connection and what you really cherished about this connection, may be very different, and it's the way they're seeing it anyways. Maybe you didn't have what they needed, or they feel like they didn't have what you needed. I think this person also may be thinking that you are no longer single here. You may have a soulmate, or they may know that, you know. You may have told them, or they may just know. But I think they feel like they didn't have everything that they couldn't offer you that, regardless. Yeah, we saw that on your side too with all those cards of indifference. Why is this star here? There's that Knight of Wands in reverse. This person has hope that you will change your ways, basically. I think that and I think maybe you have, you know, you're seeing yourself as I'm different now, so they have hope that things will turn around here. Maybe you won't be so upset with them, or the frustration will be out of the way, you know. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands in reverse. Now the Three of Swords. They're hoping for healing here. They're hoping that the connection can get back to a better place. They're hoping that in the future there can be forgiveness and understanding. And you'll change the way that if you're upset with this person, or you've kind of put that on this person that you are upset with them in a very, this is getting out of something quickly and being frustrated, you know. This is that anger of the Knight of Wands in reverse, where just moving past something. Also, this person looking at you in a very player-like energy, or playette-like energy, of being in a place of, yeah, I mean, especially that scenario I gave about you were there kind of for a good time, not a long time. That's not the way they saw it. Forgiving you for that is something that's here. Forgiving the situation and looking at it for what it was is something that's here. I want one more for the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the Emperor. I think this person feels like you were trying to take more of a leadership role here. I mean, that's obvious. We saw that on your part. That's what that was. Are you trying to look at this, or trying to be the stronger one here? And if this is something that maybe couldn't come together, maybe there was a third party thing here or something to this nature, you just couldn't, trying to do what's right or whatever that is. This person feels as if you were trying to be the Emperor. You were trying to lead in the best way possible, and maybe they didn't give you credit for that. That's something that's coming up in the past. It's like they know that you were trying to do what was best, of getting out of that situation before it kind of got worse, but I feel like it doesn't mean that it still didn't hurt, you know. Why is the Page of Pentacles in reverse? The Two of Cups. This person may have maybe hesitating starting a new connection here with this Two of Cups, trying to get their emotions into balance. Or they could have been also waiting for you to reconnect with them, waiting for a reconnection. And they're trying to get in a balanced place with that. So being okay if it comes back together, if it doesn't come back together kind of way. Both scenarios could be the case as well. Why is the Two of Cups here? Yeah, the Lovers in reverse. It's almost like this person didn't see it at the time, but they see now that there was this connection between the two of you, but it wasn't equal. And this is what they're trying to come into alignment with, come to terms with. The love wasn't a shared thing. You weren't in love with this person like they were with you. Super interesting. The Hermit energy in reverse. Whew. With the Ten of Swords. This person's waiting here. I think this person's waiting here. I think they still wish that they had all the information. I feel like they don't feel like they have all the information of what happened. They could be waiting for honesty. And this is remember, this is the way they're feeling. So you may not be dishonest, but they do see that, you know. And it could be about that third party thing being there. That they feel this betrayal. They feel betrayed, or they feel this sadness or this loss, or they could also be in a place to where there's just waiting for everything to make sense to them fully about the ending. If this is it, this is done, this is not anything else, there's not anything else here. I feel like this person wishes that they had more that they knew about this, so that they can maybe heal in a different way. And I think that they may also feel like there's things that will end up transpiring about this connection that they'll have to heal about in the future. Like new things will come to light, and that's other things that they know that they will have a new understanding about, and they'll have to kind of, all this will make sense more to them in the future, you know? I think this is where they're kind of leaving the connection. Okay. It's like time is necessary. You know what I mean? This person could also be getting out of a hermit energy since this separation, or since this has happened. They could be went into hermit mode, and they're starting to release that. Have radical acceptance and surrender to can help you let go. Yeah. I lost myself for a little while. This person may have been in a hermit energy, and now they're starting to get out of that and kind of be, like we talked about here, kind of putting themselves out there, but in a very slow way, in a very methodical way. I think that they're now looking at connections differently and what it is that they want, and being sure of the it being reciprocated, you know, in that way, and not putting themselves in a similar situation. Yeah, passion. Yeah, not getting into a situation to where maybe there's a lot of lust there, or passion there, but doing something in a different kind of way. Starting a connection in a different way is what they're looking for. Try something that you've never done before. What would this person say to pile 2 if they could say anything? Stability. Yeah. This relationship can stand the test of time, and then I want you so badly. So this person still has desire for you with passion, and I want you so badly here, but they're trying to stabilize that. They're trying to get control of that. You know, those feelings are still very strong. They're still here. They're trying to, yeah, look at this. I can't stop thinking about you. That's exactly what I was trying to say. They're trying to, though, but they miss you. You know, they still miss this friendship or connection here with you. Sometimes I hear your voice. Oh my gosh, I just got, oh jeez. This might be outside of my comfort zone, but I don't know how I'm going to word this. Passion, and sometimes I hear your voice. This person could still reminisce about things, and still kind of go to that place, if that makes sense to you guys. What else would this person say? Wait. The timing is just not right. You both know it. Look. The timing is not quite right. Stability. Yeah. You had the same thing in a completely different card. The timing just wasn't right for us. The timing, you both know it. You both know you can't stabilize this relationship. Whoa, did you see the way that came up? Finding out the truth crushed me. I think that this person, if you're wondering if they know if you went to someone else or if you did go to someone else, for some of you, that they do know. But this is also, for that aside, this is just about how badly this person wanted this connection and how you maybe didn't. And the truth of that was crushing to this person, like I said, and you were trying to kind of maintain their emotions, and they couldn't because they were so passionate about you, and you know they had a lot of love for you, and they didn't know how to let go. It was crushing to them. I mean, they have the Three of Swords here. What else would this person say? I want to be more than friends. Exactly. This is exactly what I was talking about. And on your side, you know, you said that. I mean, I said that on your side, that you were wanting to just be a friendship or whatever, and this person wanted more. Yeah. It was my fault that I blamed you. This person may have allowed themselves to be emotionally attached to you, and knowing that it wasn't going to go anywhere, knowing that it wasn't going to come together, and they could have allowed themselves to dream big, you know, in this relationship, and they ended up kind of hurting themselves. In a way, they're taking the fault for that. Okay, let's get an overall energy for this person, and then we'll get some future energies here. What is an overall card here for pile 2 and their person towards this connection? Oh, wow. That's the same card that came out for pile 1. Just be aware you may be connected to pile 1. It may be flip-floppy, okay? Yeah, I mean, say the same thing I said there. There's a tie here, maybe, you know, an expansion. And I think this person may want to expand, want to have a stable relationship, or trying to figure out if that's something they do want, but knowing that they may not be able to have that here with you. Timing may be off for some of you. You may be in different places, and we already talked about all that in your life. But still having this friendship here, still having the roots that are here in this connection, still having this nostalgia that's here, these memories that are here. It's like seeing this connection as a good, you know, you had an experience, good, bad, whatever. There's always, when you're in a relationship, no matter what it is with somebody, it can't all be bad, because otherwise why would you ever even be in it in the first place? There's got to be points in it that are good, and I think this person's focusing on that. I think they want peace, they want harmony, they want to be able to have this, you know, they're still connected to you, still have this connection. It's something that they want to protect. In pile 1, I didn't get this, but here, guys, I see this, it's like aura around this tree, around this family here. It's like this connection is something that they want to continue to protect in some kind of way. Letter and Express is here. So let's see what the future of this connection is. What's the future here for pile 2? Sorry if y'all can hear my kids in the background screaming. Hope, yeah, all is not lost. A favorable outcome is still assured. Okay, so we have safe. It just came flying out. It has to be safe for you to love. Transformation at the bottom of the deck. And then this came out together here, which came out in pile 1. Friends, healing, and express. I think that this connection will get back to a friendship. I think that you'll be able to heal this connection to some. May not be the same as it was, but I do feel like there's going to be some sort of conversation around this. Healing this connection to get back the legacy that's left here, to not leave it in the way that it's been left, but leave it better than it was. Having hope and feeling safe. You know, this time apart is bringing on this transformation that's here. It's meant to allow the two of you to find peace with things in a different way, so that when you come back together, you'll both feel safe and being able to express yourself to heal the connection. It's like you're coming into new understandings, both of you, into new understandings. I don't know why I want to feel like I need to pull one of these for you, and then we'll get some different cards for advice. These are a stack of inspirational quotes, but they're kind of funny. I love these cards. They're called Drive. You can get them on Amazon. Okay, let's see. Let's just use these in a reading. What do you have here? Okay, well, flipped right out. They turned it right around in my hand. I'll just take those. I have 3 cards here. Don't be afraid to be outnumbered. Eagles fly alone. Pigeons flock together. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you and this person, there's some kind of unique bond, unique connection that you share. And I think the two of you see things differently and in a weird way. And eagles fly alone. Eagles are actually direct. The bird, the eagle, is actually a direct, for me anyways, the way I see it, direct spirit message straight from source. That it would be that, just looking at it in that way, and that's the bottom line. If you could put this into one sentence, what would it be? It would be that, you know, this is like that from spirit. And the two of you both being eagles, you know what I mean? And seeing that they fly alone here. You're both on different paths, or you're in different places, but you both see things in similar ways. You're alone in this. You're not together. Again, with how you're seeing the connection. It's like having the same idea but seeing it in a different way. It's very complicated, huh? If you don't start thinking outside the box, it may eventually become your coffin. This is advice here. So if you don't start kind of thinking past your own ego in a way, and this goes for the whole thing, of the way that you want something, the way that we saw earlier, it needs to go in this way, it could end up being your coffin. You could self-sabotage. You could have something that's really... Did y'all hear that? Or am I crazy? Oh, yeah. No, I'm not crazy. Did y'all hear the horn? The mailman just honked his horn. Never does that. Well, there you go. This could be a connection that can bring a lot of nurturement into your life. You know, this could be a bond that creates that feeling of love and support with family tree being here. Or, you know, if you get stuck in your ways and not being upset or holding that resentment, it could be the opposite, complete opposite. You could cause this coffin, you know, you could cause the ending of things here. If you're not the hero of your own story, then you're missing the whole point. I'm gonna let that one sink in with you guys. And I'm gonna get a postcard from Spirit, and we'll get some initials to close. You have to be the hero. You have to be the one in your story to make things happen and unfold for you. You have to be the one to make that move if you want something. If you want something to be a certain way, you have to be the one to do it. You can't. The hero doesn't wait around, you know, for someone to come along and help him. Come along and give him what he needs. He takes the initiative himself, and I think that's what they're saying here. The whole point is for you to have that integrity in a way of taking the initiative and that step forward to think outside the box and do something different, you know. Okay, let's see what this says. I'm anxious to see what this says. I feel like it's going to connect really well. You are magic. You're the creator of your own story. Just came to mind. Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creations of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence. But the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are, without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Let others be who they are too. Imperfect and human, complex or simple, it doesn't matter. For there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. Loving you like crazy. That bottom sentence, guys, is exactly what I was saying with these cards. About dropping that kind of arrogancy or the point of view, the way that it has to be, or the way that you're seeing it, and not this person not seeing it. Why are they not seeing it in my way of how to do this? It would be perfect if they would just listen to me. That kind of thing. It doesn't matter. There's always something to discover in the way this person's seeing things. There's always an experience there. There's always, this love that's there that this person feels for you. And when you drop the need to change their idea of how they're seeing things, you'll uncover the real treasure, which is, I feel like, this healing connection that's here, this compassion that's here from this person, which is far more interesting and valuable than what has ever been there before, right? It's kind of like what I said about mending a connection and it being more valuable and it being stronger through that. You may be kind of stressed out if there is a third party here in speaking about that or telling this person about that. Something else that's coming over here to mind. I don't think that you need to worry as much about that. Yeah, your mystery just popped up when it said that. So you may be afraid of how this person's will react to that, but release the guilt that's there, okay? Doubt cancels abundance. You need to change your mindset around that because I feel like this person's in a different way than, surrender. They've surrendered this idea of that. They've surrendered that. This person is in a different place from what you think they are. So far in these readings, this has been that. I feel like for both of them, the person was in a different place from what the viewer thought, So you have the sun, which is clarity and happiness there, and you have the Pegasus here, which always reminds me of Aquarius energy, which is unconventional, and we talked about that here being unconventional type connection, or the way that you saw it, different ways of seeing things, but it's also that I know energy that's coming back into play again. And the 11th house, so socializing, goals about the connection, goals about what would bring happiness here, something else that's coming into play, of course, with this connection. Aquarius season may have been significant here as well for some of you, which was January to February, which we just got out of. Something could have happened there, transpired there. The sun would be also that Leo energy as well, so that's kind of more in the summertime. Here where I am in Texas anyway. And you have the the light. This is a lightning bug, and the light in the darkness. There's light in the darkness. Yeah, I mean, there's hope here. Things that, this reminds me of the Hermit energy, but anyway. So you have the crossroads here with the X. You have a Q, N, J, Q. Lots of Q's here, lots of questions. And you have answers too with A. S, questions and answers. M or W, G, H. Maybe you felt like this person messed up your swag. Something in the bowl. What else do I see? I don't know. I'm not seeing a whole lot. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you here. This is a long reading. I made these, I kind of wanted these to be long. It's been a while since I've done a reading. Kind of took a break and worked on some personals and catch up on everything since I've been sick. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helps moving forward. Good luck to you guys. I'm sending you some love, sending you some light. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your love and support and kindness, of course, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. Okay, guys, so I'm clearing out really good here. I'm hoping for a great reading. There's been some different kinds of things that have been coming through, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here with you guys. So if y'all chose the Dreamkeeps Tarot, there goes my voice. Maybe too much smoke. And then this is clear quartz. So there may be some clarity here, that you may be kind of seeing things clearly. This maybe hopefully is a connection that you can see things clearly. You have no you feel like you and this person kind of come together in an equal sense, in an equal way. You both see each other and a clear understanding with one another. Clarity. Okay, so let's see. How are you feeling? There's also a message coming through here, guys, that for some of you, this reading could actually be someone that you have not even met yet, or you're not in a full-fledged connection with. This may be a newer connection. Interesting. Well, let's see. I'm going to hope for that. I always get a lot of complex, I don't want to come out, connections in my readings, which is fine. I like working through those. It's where I really learn the most, but it's always kind of refreshing to get some new energy in with that as well. Okay, so first we're going to take a look at how you are feeling about the connection. So how is pile 3 feeling about this connection with the person that's on their mind? How is pile 3 feeling about this connection here, Spirit? King of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, okay, I guess we'll take those two, the 2 of Cups, and Strength in reverse. Learning to be vulnerable here with the Page of Swords here in reverse. Learning to be vulnerable in this connection. Obviously you have that 2 of Cups sitting right there in the middle, and next to that you have the Strength in reverse, which is then the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, which Strength would represent more of that emotional sense. 4 of Pentacles is kind of the boundaries that you have in place when it comes to this connection. So you're starting to open yourself up more here. I feel like be a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more free in this connection. You may still be wondering or still kind of be in a place to where you're not sure if this is the person that's meant for you. This person, you're not sure if you see them as stable, you see them as honest and a good investment, you know, a good counterpart, but you're not sure exactly if they are that long-term counterpart for you. You're still kind of deciding this for yourself. Give me more for the, I'm not quite sure about this Page of Swords here being in reverse. I feel like you may be procrastinating communicating something to this person, but we're going to get more into that. How are you seeing this connection with the King of Pentacles in reverse for pile 3? The Eight of Cups in reverse. For some of you, this is someone that you've gone back to. For some of you, you're just not wanting to go back to the same type of connection that you had before. You maybe in the past in connections, you've kind of been in a place to where, you know, you felt immediately like this is the person that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with, and that kind of backfired on you. So now you're looking at connections in a way, okay, well, let's just slow down. Let's just look at this logically. Let's think about this. I've learned some lessons here in my past. I don't want to end up back in the same position I was. I really need to kind of, we'll see how it goes before I start, you know, building what our dream house is going to be like together. Let's just kind of take a break here for a minute. I've done that in the past before. It didn't work out. So yeah, taking things kind of slow. Why is the Four of Pentacles here in reverse? Page of Cups in reverse. These pages here are interesting. There could be kids here. You could have kids that are a part of this connection. I'm going to keep going though. I'm going to go ahead and get all of them out and then we'll keep talking. Why is the Two of Cups here? The Three of Cups. Well, that's awesome. Why is the Strength here? Okay, I just got a message. I got to say this. With the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups being here, it's like you're seeing this connection as a wholesome thing. You feel the connection itself, you feel the bond, you feel that this could be a counterpart, and you also feel this emotional supportive energy around this person. You feel like you're starting to attach yourself to this connection. But there is some fear that I feel like is kind of lingering behind this energy, because if you put the 2 and the 3 together, it comes out to the 5 of Cups. So disappointments of the past is something that is I guess a little bit intertwined in this connection in some way, to where you're just being hesitant because of that, like we talked about here. And then you have the Two of Wands here to clarify that strength energy. Why is the Page of Swords here in reverse? The Empress in reverse. So you don't want to end up being codependent here. You don't want to end up having an emotional attachment to where you find yourself being in a codependent relationship, and this is what you're trying to hold back from. You do feel this connection 100%. Yeah, you're putting yourself into this connection for sure. You have this supportive energy with this person. You feel really good with this person, and you're opening yourself up because of that. It's starting to feel safe to love this person. But you're planning future energy wise in this connection. You're planning on being more vulnerable. But there is an awareness behind that, you know, that if that attachment develops, you just need to be consciously aware that you can still be on your own or be independent in a way. Sorry if y'all can hear my dogs. Their tails are banging on my door. Okay, so what else? So there is like this. I think that, you see how she's dressed in red? I see this as like you're carrying this huge, like, red flag, if you will, in a way. Sorry guys, my little one came in here and tried to hide under the bed. That's what maybe it is. Maybe it's that. Maybe you're starting to come out of your shell a little bit, you know. Maybe you're starting to come more, feeling more safe in this connection to where you can be more open here. This Two of Wands with that red dress is what I was going to talk about. It's like being cautiously aware of any red flags, but not in this with just person. It's like you're looking at it within yourself. You know, you're trying to be aware of maintaining that inner independence that you have and not letting yourself completely go here. You know, being cautious, I think is important. So anything I'm missing here? You're not, it's like you're opening, you're allowing yourself to be playful in this connection, but you're not ignorant. And I think that there is a guard that's here, you know, but it's a conscious guard. It's not like you know it's there. That's what I mean. You know the guard is there, and you know, like, it's like having a door, right? And before, maybe the door was locked. Maybe it had tons of bolts on it and all kinds of stuff. But you've kind of went through this process of learning things. Now you're unbolting the door. That was the start. And then you unlocked the door, and now you've opened the door, but it's cracked. There's a breeze coming through. Now you're opening the door a little more, and that's that energy I'm feeling, okay, in your reading, where you're starting to be more and more yourself. You're starting to allow this person to, you know, you open yourself up to being more and more of that playful, innocent kind of energy that's coming through, which has been probably difficult for you because you have some scars here, you know, from your past. So tell me more about the, especially if this is someone from the past. I can definitely see that here for sure. Yeah, the Knight of Swords just fell in my lap. You may not be telling this person everything about your emotions just yet. Because maybe in the past you were with someone that used those against you or hurt you in some way because of that. You know, the Ace of Swords. Maybe they lied to you. Okay, so why is the Eight of Cups here? Let's get some more on this. How you're feeling towards this connection. Two of Swords in reverse. You've already made that decision to go back to, you know, to go back to a situation. For some of you, you've already decided that that's the case. For others of you, it's like you're still keeping your options opened. The Justice just came out in reverse. So some of you may have went back to a situation where you felt like in order to find peace, in order to find the balance that you need. You're giving this a chance, right? For some of you, this could be future energy. I'm also picking up on a message that because the viewer here could be contemplating this. And this is kind of that process. It's interesting. So for others of you, it's like you haven't made that full choice yet that this is the person for you, right? That you're for sure that this is that person for you. So tell me more about the Page of Cups in reverse. I want to see that. The Queen of Swords, yeah. You're being smart here. You're being smart with this connection. Because of that, it just turned itself over, the Three of Swords. You don't want to get your heart broken here. Why is the Two of Wands here? You have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is kind of like you're showing all your cards, right? You're wanting to be vulnerable here. You want to be yourself in this connection, and you're doing it gradually instead of just jumping in completely. Yeah, I mean, this is what you're doing here. This is what your plan is moving forward in this connection, is slow and steady, like slowly and surely kind of becoming more familiar with this person and becoming more open. It's like you have this plan moving into this, right? Tell me more about the Empress here in reverse. The Five of Pentacles, yeah. You don't want to get into a position where you are emotionally attached to this person in a way where if something happens and it's not what you wanted, end up not being what you thought it was, or not it just doesn't end up going in the direction that you wanted, you're not vulnerable to that being left out in the cold, being in that place of despair. You know, you want to be the Empress upright. You want to have everything that you need and want, and you're in control of your emotions, and you can start over again, and it won't be so difficult, maybe like it's been in the past. You have the Ace of Swords here now in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. You've been through some stuff, guys. You may have had a lot of opportunities. Look at that, Death is in reverse. You may have had a lot of hopes and wishes in the past that did not work out, and they've changed you as in connections, changed you as a person and a partner. And now you're kind of guarded because you've been through it. It's necessary for you to be able to open yourself up again slowly because of that. And that Ace of Swords in reverse, you know, we're talking about, it's funny too, because you have this, and I said seeing things clearly, and I feel like you're seeing, you're going to remain kind of guarded until you can see everything clearly of how it's going to go. You feel completely, you know, like you can be completely open and vulnerable and free. It's almost like you're waiting for that to transpire. I think there's a part of you that feels like it's going to happen in this connection at some point, but there's no sense in putting yourself into an unsafe place when it comes to love until you feel for sure that this is going to be a good thing, you know, moving forward. And whether that's to the amount of time that you have here with this person, or just being able to be connected to them to where you can understand them and the connection and one another, and being able to have that understanding with each other, and so you can see this person, you know, for who they are in a different way. I'm going to get some message cards, but I want to use these ones instead of the ones I used for pile 1. But before I do that, I'm going to have to plug my phone in, my camera, so it's about to die. Okay, so let's see what you would say to this person if you could say something. Oh, well, that came right out. I'm not financially stable. So for some of you, this isn't about financially. This is more about that grounded aspect of things, right? And you saying basically, you know, I need to get into a place to where I feel more stable here, more grounded here, moving forward, before I kind of, you know, completely dive in. I see life differently now. Yeah. If this is someone from your past, since you've been with them, now things are different for you. You see things differently, but it's also what we talked about at your bottom of the deck there. You approach connections differently now because of that past. What else would you say to this person? I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Yeah, it was a huge lesson I think that you went through and learned. And, you know, it's also about this person respecting those boundaries as well. It's part of this. Respecting that. You inspire me. But you do have this hope here. You know, you do still have this idea that this person is going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness in your life. That's something that that's here, that you know, you're holding on to that. Patience, but you're giving patience. I pretend that I don't care. You may have to, in some ways, yeah, with this here, in the past, you may have put on a face of pretending like you didn't care about certain things because you didn't want to upset the other person. And now you're not like that anymore. You know, you're in this connection, you want to do that differently. You're not going to pretend that you don't care about things that you do care about. Let's just say, for instance, if this person was talking to someone else before, maybe you're like, well, yeah, no, that doesn't bother me. I'm okay with it, you know. But in here, you're like, no, I can't do that. Either it's me or nobody. you know, or it's me or bye, you know, that kind of thing. That's pretty extreme, but it's just kind of showing you what I was talking about. So what else would you say? I won't let you down. And I've been here before with others. This is exactly what I was talking about, that energy of, you know, it's inspiring, this connection, but you have also been in the similar position with other people before in the past, and you had to learn those hard lessons from that. And you don't want to let yourself down after going through all that crap, you know, like you don't want to put yourself right back in the same kind of position that you're in before. You let me down. So, and I don't feel like this is necessarily this person. It could be if this is someone you're going back to, for sure, with you let me down and having to get over that. But you don't want to be let down again, just like you were in the past with others, right? We're going to get an overall oracle for your energy, and then we'll go into your persons, how they're seeing this connection. But patience here, I didn't really say, you know, it says everything will unfold in divine timing, and that's kind of where you are when it comes to if this person's meant to be in your life or not. With I'm not financially stable, you know, again, that doesn't mean just finances. I see that as pentacles. So with that King of Pentacles being on top or underneath that, it's like you don't know if this is someone that's going to fit in your life, right? You're still kind of open to things. Having the patience to see how everything unfolds instead of just setting a plan right now that it's going to be a certain kind of way. Look at this. Letting go of your urgency. Yeah. Patience in this. Surrender, freedom of time, constraints. Number 19. Number 19 is the sun, joy, happiness. You know, having the freedom to have joy in this connection, to experience this connection in a good way, and not kind of restricting yourself as far as too much so on I need to work on this and that and everything else. You see this connection as being playful, being fun, and trying to connect with that energy, and not so much of it's a balance that you're trying to find between the lessons that you've learned, but still maintaining that joy and fun in the connection. Right? Allowing time to be a part of this, letting go of the urgency of wanting to find that person, and you need that right now to have that soulmate in your life, and how everything's most supposed to be, but taking things on a slower scale so that you can slowly and gradually appreciate this the way that it is for you, opening yourself up slowly, and so that you can see the beauty here of this connection and as another part of this. Okay, so let's take a look at your person's energy, how they're seeing this connection. November may be significant for some of you, sometime in November or something in November, because that was on that calendar and that card. What else was here? July, something may be coming along or happening in July. I don't know what that bottom one says. I can't read it. July the 17th. Right now, when I'm filming this, and it's a timeless reading, but when I'm filming this, it's March. So that's not too far from now. Maybe that something could be transpiring around then. Just saying. Okay, so let's take a look at your person's energy. How are they seeing this connection? How is Pile 3's person seeing this connection? How is Pile 3's person seeing this connection with Pile 3? How's Pile 3's person seeing this connection with Pile 3? Person. How's Pile 3's person seeing this connection with Pile 3? The King of Wands. Aries energy. Well, they have a lot of passion for you. They're coming in hot and heavy. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. They don't want you to misunderstand that. They do have a lot of fire for you. They're very attracted to you. They don't want you to misunderstand that. It's more than just that. This person feel about it? Pile 3. The moon. So they are scared here. So there's fear on both sides, obviously. The 7 of Swords. So they're trying to be strategic as well. I don't see this as a negative energy from the cards that are around this. They may be having a hard time being themselves, though, because of this right here. They don't want you to misunderstand that they have this fire for you. They don't want you to misunderstand that. What else? You have the Hierophant. They see you as commitment. They see you as long-term. See you as someone that they could have a long-term relationship with. You fit in their box. You know, you're that sounded weird, didn't it? You fit their box. You came out weird. I don't know where that came from. You mark off all their boxes. That's kind of creepy if you think about it. Good grief. I could interpret that in so many different ways, but I just get in trouble, so I'm going to stay away from it. Let's see what the King of Wands is. Taurus energy here, also Pisces or Cancer energy with the moon. Why is the King of Wands here? The 2 of Wands in reverse, so there's that fear coming into play again of them, you know, this person would jump all over you if they got the chance, but they do not want you to feel like that's all they care about. Why is the 4 of Swords here in reverse? The 5 of Wands, yeah, they're conflicted here because they have that fire. They're trying to hold back. Oh man, I mean, they're excited, guys. This person is someone that's very excited, and they don't want, I think that they could be reading into your energy and how you're feeling, and they don't want to be too much. They don't want to scare you off. This person's in this energy of they don't want to scare you off. So they're kind of holding back. They feel like there's still a lot of things they don't know about you. But they can tell that, you know, you're opening up here slowly. I feel like this person's trying to not also make any plans for future energies. They're just kind of seeing it how it goes. Kind of being in that place of where they're just playing it by ear, you know? Why is the moon here? Okay, so you have the Magician. They could be creating some unnecessary fears. They could be kind of in a place to where they're, yeah, I mean, they may be just kind of, in a way, just kind of creating some unnecessary fears about being worried, you know, that you're seeing them in a certain kind of way. It's just, that's only going to resonate for some of you, but it's just the energy that they put off may be a little bit different for everybody. So they may be getting in their head a little bit, okay? Because they're in a place to where they're watching how they really come across. They may be kind of looking at things that you do or say and maybe looking into that too much, so analyzing it too much. And I mean, they need to be kind of careful there with that. They need to relax a little bit, you know what I mean? They need to relax a little bit with that. There's this heavy energy of them just being afraid that you're gonna misread them in some kind of way. I don't know if you're someone you may be very intuitive. You may be they see you as someone that just knows things. And that, I think that makes them nervous. They see you as someone that's very complex, which is exciting, but can also make this person very nervous. Why is the 7 of Swords here? It's like they wonder what the things that they don't know, you know? So they have 9 of Pentacles with the 7 of Swords. This person may see you as very independent, very taking your time to open up, to be authentic, to feel comfortable. But they're kind of mirroring that. They do wonder. This person's like, why has this person been single for so long? That makes them nervous as well. Like, what is here that I'm not seeing? Why has this person been so single for so long? But it's just like they're not trying to cause a misunderstanding about that, getting in their head about it. They just feel like that you have a lot of options, or you have competition here. I think that's something else this person worries about. They see you in a very awesome way. I mean, they really do. They see you as very abundant and in every way, shape, and form. This person is very attracted to you. They see you as having everything that they want in someone. And maybe that's why they're so fearful of it. You know, it's like manifesting everything that you wanted, it being right there in front of you, and then being afraid of it in the same way. Like, it can't be real. Why is the Hierophant here? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's an opportunity to ground a commitment here with this person. I don't know if they've questioned that, or I don't know if you've not had that conversation with this person yet about commitment. But that's something I feel like this person's wanting to bring up. They want to have this opportunity with you to talk about this. I don't know if you still consider yourself single. But that might be a mystery to this person. Like, are they still, like, are we together? Is this a commitment? Are they dating anyone else? You know, like, this kind of energy's here. Let's get one more for the 9 of Pentacles, please. Queen of Cups. This person really sees you in a really good way. This Queen of Cups energy, Cancer energy, Aries energy. Is that it? Did I say that? Taurus energies here. So this Queen of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles, they see you as being you're emotionally independent. You have also a lot of emotions to give, and they want to give you a lot of emotions themselves. They feel like you aren't needy, like you don't need them. And they're trying to not misinterpret that. So you may be someone that, and it may be something that they're not used to either. You may not call them all the time, not text them all the time, not be on their butt about stuff all the time. You know, that kind of energy of, you're fine on your own in your own environment, and you don't need to be, there's no insecurity that's there. And this is foreign to this person in some way. And they're trying to figure out if you're just being strategic or if that's really who you are. If a different person's going to come out later, you know. They're just trying to understand you. They're just trying to get you. And they don't want to cross any of your boundaries by communicating too many things to you. The Ace of Cups just tried to come out of the deck. Yeah. This person has these emotions for you, but I feel like they're hiding some of that. Like I said here with their passion, now it's like more their emotional self. They are hiding. They're not being fully honest with how they really feel emotionally for you. It's growing at a heavy rate. Okay, tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about this. Look, the Ace of Wands is in reverse. They're not seeing this connection as something that it's just lust, or it's just passion. It's just filled with that, and they don't want you to misinterpret that. Like we said, I've said that a couple times. They want to ground something. They see you as somebody that can be stable with them. They want this opportunity to have this commitment with you, but right now they know that it's not time to. It's like a feeling of delaying this. They're delaying this opportunity to address this with you because they don't want to run you off. You know what I mean? So give me one more for the Five of Wands. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone that does not want to be pushy with you. And like I said, I think they're reading your energy from that. You know, they're mirroring you in a way. So they're looking at those fears that you have and making sure it's safe to love this person and being slow and steady. And they're mirroring that in a way to where they're also trying to be strategic in how they express themselves and not overly doing it to where they're scaring you off. It's like they can sense your fear in a way. They don't want to startle you. You know what I mean? I say that all the time. I know you know what I mean, but I mean, you know, can't talk back to me, so I'm asking that all the time. Slow and steady with this Page of Pentacles. I mean, this is also kind of that slow motion, you know, is what I'm feeling. They're learning you. They're learning your ways. They're learning about you slowly. Why is the Two of Wands? The Two of Cups. Y'all both see this connection. That's awesome. But you're not... This person also has fears here, by the way. Because both of you do. But you see this connection as... Oh, they have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Which is in the Ace of Swords, which you had the Ace of Swords in reverse, if you remember. They see this connection as being something that is really harmonious, can really come together, can really be a long-term partnership. Having that person in your space that is your ride or die, you know, in that way, and they see that clearly. And here's the Ace of Swords with that clarity, you know. But there's still some things that are coming up that they still are needing to heal from. And I think you know that on your own part as well. Like, it's a continuous thing, right? This is why this is going in a slower manner. This is why you're allowing each other to have the time and space. Because you both are scared to fall in love and have it end badly. Okay, so very similar energies to the both of y'all, I'm feeling. You're kind of mirroring each other a lot. There's also a really sweet, like, close connection that I'm feeling as well with the Two of Cups that's coming out. Partnership that's here. So what would Pile 3's person say to... I just saw a daydream about a life with you, but we'll see if it comes out again. What would Pile 3's person say to Pile 3 if they could say anything? Friendship. Yeah, growing this bond, growing this friendship. This friendship is leading to more. And this is that slow energy I talked about. I hide behind material things. See, this person is hiding. I don't think it's necessarily material things, but they could be hiding, like, this person could also be kind of putting on a front in a way of that they're more secure than what they really are. You know, there's insecurities there. I love you unconditionally. Oh, there's nothing surprising to this person. You could say anything to this person and they would love what you said. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You could say something really like not great or something to this person. They'd be like, oh, you're so cute. You're so sweet. You know, it's a different kind of connection. It's a different kind of feeling that I'm feeling. This person really likes you a lot. Okay, so Pile 3, What would this person say? We need to let each other go. I think what I'm feeling with this card is that feeling of allowing each other to have your space, letting each other have what you need in this connection slowly, so that you can come together in the right way and not do things too quickly, because it's on top of that Hierophant. And this person's having to pace themselves here because they would dive into this if they could. So what else would this person say? Fear there or not, they would still dive into this pretty quickly if they could. Look at this. Go slow and release. Yeah. This is what I was just talking about, but radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. This person is, sorry if I can hear my stomach growling, it's almost lunchtime. This person is trying to, and my stomach growling. It's like they have this hunger feeling, they are around you maybe all the time. They just want to be around you all the time, but they know that they can't pressure you. They can't do that. They need to release that and slowly and surely kind of come in, and they need to surrender to having to do that if they want to keep you. They know that. They can't rush you. Especially if this is someone from your past and there was things that went on there. What else would pile 3's person say? I wondered how far this would go. This came out in pile 2, but very different energies that I'm feeling. You may have been in connections, this is the way that you felt too, where you love someone unconditionally, and this is your person's energy, right? So they love someone deeply, and it didn't go very far. This person's also feels about you in a way that even if you decided that you didn't want this connection, they would still be here for you. But the shadow part of that is their own insecurities. Well, they would say, well, yeah, I wondered when you would finally come to your senses and know that you're too good for me. That kind of energy is there. Something this person kind of crosses their mind. This person's going to realize they're too good for me here at some point. And I don't know why this happened. Yeah, you may have been someone that just, if this is someone from your past, then not knowing why the situation occurred in the way that it did and needing to understand that is something that's here and needing to let that go. If this is someone newer, then this is saying, they don't know how that they have met you or came together with you. You're like this dream come true, and they don't understand how this is happening for them. It's almost like they don't feel like they even deserve you. You also have I do wish you well at the bottom of the deck, so that's that shadow energy again, where this person would be devastated if this didn't work out, really, but they would be like, yeah, I get it. I wish you well, though, but really it's like they're devastated. So what is their overall energy here for pile 3 towards their person? They have Archangel Raphael. Did y'all hear that noise? Okay, kids are being rambunctious in there. So you have Archangel Hanuel here. Did I say something different earlier? Huh. I think I did. Anyways, this is the number 20, which is Judgment in Tarot, and you have hope, optimism, and new beginnings. This is how this person's overall seeing this connection. And you have that castle in the background. It's like that castle in the clouds, castle in the sky, that wish and hope, but he's not looking right at it. Just like this connection. It's there, the thought or idea of having that wish fulfillment with you is there, building that life together. But they're not looking directly at it. And they just have this hope and this optimism that this new beginning is going to be like a whole renewal experience for them in their lives, with this being the Judgment here. Especially if this is someone from your past. So let's get future energies, and then we'll get some advice. Balance and transformation. Okay, what's the future here for pile 3? Whoa. We have a letter. They are reaching out, communication, news and messages are coming soon. Transformation. Something may be starting to transform in this connection. You may get some kind of news or some kind of something to celebrate, I just heard. Or there's going to be some sort of transformation in this connection. Friends and love. Yeah, for some of you, you're going from a friendship to a love connection. This may be part of that commitment. You know, they may be reaching out to you saying, you know, I want to commit to you. I want to have, I want to have you and only you, and I want to make sure that that's the case for you too. It's more than you having that communication that this is more than just a friendship that's here between the two of you. And balance is here again. So isolation and balance, that could be the challenge here between you and this person, sexual union. Is that there could be a distance here. You could also, we talked about that person trying to give you your space, give each other your space, finding balance within that. That space that you're allowing to have. You know that each of you needs that. Okay, so let's get I'm gonna get one of these overall. Nope, I am not. I'm gonna get one of these overall. And then we'll get a postcard from Spirit. So advice for pile 3, Spirit. Advice for pile 3. Stay the course. I like this card. Number 29, it's number 11, so being on the right path. Trust in the divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on the right path for growth. So definitely y'all are in the right path. You are on the right directory in your life to have the balance and love and friendship and all that stuff. You're on it, right? You're set for the new beginning here. Being optimistic is important. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. Know this. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. So there may be some kind of miscommunication or you misinterpreting things. That's an energy that we kind of picked up on there. Don't know that even if there's some sort of, he's showing you the light here. Even if there's some sort of distance with isolation or something that's pertaining to this connection that's hard for you to understand, your angels are trying to tell you, look at that. He's like giving you his hand of clarity that's here. So there's things that will be transforming in this connection, and you'll be having new understanding of things that you're not seeing at this time. And for some of you, that's just commitment. Like, is this person seeing me as, are we in a partnership or are we not? That's something that's going to come to light. And so staying where you are, continuing where you are, being patient, moving forward. Yeah, let's get stay the course. You're on the right track. Okay. Postcard from Spirit. With love. You have the 2 birds there. Or 2, is it 2 birds? No, I guess it's not, but it looks like 2 eggs. Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful, and they need minding. So this is, I feel like this energy of being optimistic is coming back into play here, okay? Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so that they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. If you have any kind of misunderstanding about how, even if it's just a little bitty misunderstanding about how to come together in some kind of way, don't read into that too much as this being, well, this isn't going to work kind of thing, okay? They're saying if there's a bumpy start to this, don't panic. It's part of the learning experience in this connection. Oh, good. More to learn. Always, right? These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that essentially all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones that you want to keep thinking. And they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on these thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them. Love yourself. And then choose the thoughts that you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. So guys, with this, in this mirroring energy that I said earlier, if you're in that fearful place or you find yourself into that place and this person's mirroring that fear back to you with, okay, well, they're wanting to be slow and steady and all that, maybe there needs to be a conversation there about it in a way. And some of you may have already had that conversation, but with letter and communication, in order to transform things, maybe there needs to be that conversation that takes place. And I feel like for some of you, this will happen in the near future, to find a better balance with how everything's going, right? You also learned this lesson in your past about speaking your truth. And so if you have fears that come up in this connection, be willing to express those fears. And you may connect with this person. They may say, well, I have the same fear. That kind of thing will transpire. It will bring this connection to a more balanced place for each of you. Okay, so we have I am love, rest, relax, and relief, and respect. Yeah, this person respects you. They care about you. And they just want to have a nice, relaxing energy in this connection. It's a really sweet connection that I'm feeling, a really slow and steady friendship and love and all that's here. I think the two of you may have both went through a lot of pain. And for some of you, if this is someone from your past, it's like you've been through so much together, you don't want to experience any more of that. You just want to, have it relaxed at this point. Soft is right here and it's standing out to me. But you have the web here, so you're creating your own web. And you have, I said that it looked like you had two birds right here on this back. Well, I'm not going to pick it up. Back of that card. You have these two birds here, and this has always been my soul connection. You have the heart in the middle. So representing that connection that's sent to you from spirit. The soul connection is sent to you from spirit. Knowing you deserve it. Don't let those fears get carried away to where you start creating all these weird illusions in your mind either. Be more relaxed in this connection. You are what you eat. I don't know why that came to mind. You are your thoughts. Remember that. So, I am love. If you know you are love and you are respected, that's being optimistic about things as well. So this came out in I think every pile, but it's reminds me of Aquarius. It's Pegasus here. So this I know, that's here, but being loyal and still being independent and true to yourself, something else. And you have this strawberry, so something sweet, being able to enjoy this, the sweetness of this connection. I always compare strawberries to passion because, chocolate strawberries, but but that is something else that's here, and that might be somebody needed to hear that, but the sweetness of the strawberry, being able to enjoy that sweetness of the connection. So you have the 6, which is the Lovers in Tarot. It could also be 9, which is things coming to fruition for you. And this connection is, I feel like, something that was sent to you here from Spirit, for you to enjoy it, learn, play out all the things you have learned. But it's also about peace and harmony here. So we have LOST, so the lost is here. Maybe you have felt lost. You don't want to lose this either. Don't let that get the best of you. I have F, S, Y, V, U, D, A, days. You may get lost in the days with this person. H, R. HR may be significant for somebody. That's been coming out a lot. What else do I see here? I'm sure there's a lot of other things that's here. You may spend time with this person. It just feels like hours go by, right? Like, where's the time gone? Maybe you feel like you don't get enough time with this person. That might be something that's changing. Lit. Am I get lit with this person? I'm just saying. You have the you have the hashtag here, so there's more to this connection. What else am I seeing here? Lays. Maybe y'all like those little chips. Or lazy days is something else that I heard. TF, so you may be on a twin flame journey. It may not be this person, but it may be part of your learning or your evolving. Maybe you had a twin flame. Okay, guys. Hair is here. Maybe you like this person's hair. Or hey, Hayes just went together. H-A-Y. Hairs. V-Day. Maybe something happened around Valentine's Day. Look at that. Because of when I'm filming this, we just had February last month, so that may be significant. His is here. His and hers. Well, you know, we don't have an E, but I'm just saying his and hers. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna leave you here. There's probably a lot more that we can put here, but I'm gonna leave you. Okay, so here you go. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for all your love and support. I hope this helps. Good luck to y'all, and I'm sending you some love, and thanks for all your support and all your kindness, of course, and I hope to see you guys soon.